So this is just a brief assessment of the rear left hand side boot floor. Let me put the light on. There we go. Light fixed. So what have we got here? So as you can see from my drawing, so this drawing is this area over here, the left hand side boot floor, where I marked over here, that's rot, surface rust, just to give me a good indication so I can work with. But what I was thinking was this. So the inner fender has some rust at the very bottom, which is very little, and it doesn't go back here, right? And what I can see is the inner fender goes down, okay, and there's like a slight lip. At first I thought it was there was like two skins, but that's what it is it's the inner fender which meets with the boot floor. The boot floor goes down, and then there's like a small lip which attaches to it. There's this eyelet here which I for the time being I don't know what it is for, or I cannot remember. However, it was covered, so I doubt there was something passing through it, or as I said, I can't remember. The stiffener, although there's rust over here, as you can see, up here it seems to be fine. Now I don't want to cut as much as possible of this, I just want to take off the minimum. So obviously I have to see what there is behind this, because as you can see over here it goes slightly up, so I'm assuming that behind this there's slight rot, but as long as it doesn't affect this recessed bit over here, I'd be inclined to first. So what I was thinking is this. I have this area which needs to be replaced. Now obviously once I start stripping I'll know better how far off it's gone. As you can see here there's a crack and it's slightly bending upwards. Now what I want to do is I want to ensure that I keep the measurement. As you can see it moves slightly, but I want to keep the measurement in order not to have when I'm replacing the outer bit to have that sort of movement. I want to keep it as structural as possible due to my very limited knowledge. However, so this area has to be replaced, definitely. This area over here and this area over here needs to be replaced. That's the boot floor. Back here it's quite solid, even from underneath. When you look it from underneath, it's quite solid. It still had seam sealer on it. The boot was has this sort of backing on it, which is soaked in oil, which is helping, I guess, against corrosion. So that needs to be replaced. This part of the stiffener also needs to be replaced. Okay, and then this part of the boot floor. So that's the inner bit. I have to tackle that in tandem with the outside. Reason being, as I've seen on various other videos, by cutting open this panel I have access to the back. I can work even better, and I can also do the welds, spot welds from the back. So that's the way I have to work. I have to cut out that bit, and then I can assess what there is, take the measurements, check back here. I mean, I can feel it with my finger. It's like there's rot in it, but anyhow. The other bit, when I go on the outside, which is slightly worrying, is this bit, because as you can see the lip goes down and then there's practically nothing back here. Now the further down you go, as you can see, the worse it gets. So I don't have a guide to know this wheel arch how it was originally, or this angle how it was originally. I mean, I'll try to take the measurements of the repair panel and try to fix it as good as possible. Yeah, for the time being, that's about it. As you can see, I mean, it's quite far gone. Another piece over here is that I want to minimize as much as possible, although I have the repair panel, which is right, should be somewhere around here, the repair panel. I don't know whether I should cut the repair panel or cut all this and replace all this. I'll see. If you have any suggestions, I would appreciate that. Thank you very much, guys.